All right. Welcome into another day of our daily devos. My name is Pastor Rick, and we're actually jumping into a new book, the book of James. And so I thought we'd just take a couple minutes, probably a little bit of a shorter video today, as we talk about kind of the introduction to the book of James, and just as we kind of prepare ourselves for the journey through the book. And so, of course, we always like to start with the author. The author is James. He is the brother of Jesus. And so kind of similar to when we did the book of Jude, we have a similar kind of storyline going on here where James, throughout his life, was not a follower of Christ in regards to him being the Savior, to him being the Messiah. Like, that was not James's cup of tea. But it shifted when James had an encounter with the resurrected Jesus. That was the thing that changed his entire life. So he went from a skeptic, from somebody that was completely disinterested in following Jesus, to one of the primary leaders of the church, of the New Testament early church. Like helping make decisions, helping give direction to the entire church, really in the known world. So it's no small thing that James ended up being a part of, and it all started with an encounter with the resurrected Jesus. Again, just going back to the critical importance it is to declare the resurrected Christ to everyone that we speak to about the gospel. Because sure, Jesus lived a life. Sure, Jesus died on the cross. But if he didn't rise from the dead, then none of it even matters. And so making sure that we personally have had an encounter with the resurrected Christ. Also, the fact that the resurrected Christ means he's still alive. Like, he's not dead. So he's here, real, active, alive now. And no other religious leader in any kind of religion in the entire universe can claim that, because all the other ones are dead and gone, and they never came back. So he's a brother of Jesus, not a follower until the resurrection. That was the total game changer for him. And then later became a huge leader in the church. And I think kind of maybe the devotional thought for you on that one is, how many times have you written someone off? Have you just thought, no good thing can come from that life, from that person, from that story? But James would be another one. Like, Paul coming from the life of Saul, like, that's huge. That's a game changer one too, right? That we should never write anybody off. We should never think anybody is beyond the grasp of God's reach. But James would be another one where James lived his entire life face to face with Jesus, and yet didn't believe in him and didn't follow him until he had that encounter. Then faith. So some of the themes that we're going to cover in the book of James is faith and wisdom and trials, moral and ethical conduct, true religion, surviving trials, temptation, the need for wise teachers, discipline in the Christian life. So we've got a lot of great topics to talk about. And so what I recommend that you do following watching this video and liking and commenting and subscribing, of course, of course, but is to just try to read the entire book of James in one sitting, just to kind of get the full view, because it's a letter written. So just to get the entire flow and context of the whole letter will help us as we go through to understand the message that's coming forth out of the book. So I'm excited to jump into the book of James. I hope you will join me on this journey and maybe bring a couple of friends along with you on the journey. So with that, I say a big hearty God bless you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.